Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware. They were ready for the winter storm so that you could take advantage of the downtime to do a little cleanup. And there might be more cleanup to do here. We had a little bit of snow overnight in some places. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. 631-756-1125. They've got rock salt, sand, all the snow melt products that are out there, including Petalo, which is considered among the best in snow melting products out there. And they are a local business, so support your local business during these times that we live in, and of course to deal with these winter storms and more to come. 756-1125, 631 area code, omnitruevalue.com. So we can't seem to get rid of the last of the snow showers here that rotated through last night and early this morning. Some areas getting a coating, some areas getting maybe as much as a half an inch to an inch of new snow, and that all gets added to the snow totals of our storm. The upper low, this is what we're dealing with, the low in the upper atmosphere that is starting to make progress and moving to the east. So eventually, these last bands will get out of the way, but looks like there might be still a few around today. In the mix, we'll have maybe some breaks of sun developing later on, and we also will have a busy wind. Look at the circulation on the U.S. satellite loop, how large it is, extending back all the way to western Pennsylvania and then going clear out all the way to the east out in the Atlantic, so that you're seeing moisture streaming up toward Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. So it's a slow moving system. It just continues to creep along. We will have some better weather to come, though, for Thursday, as there is drier air to the west. And then as we look up into the Pacific Northwest and in the Northern Rockies, the next weather system is coming in. That's actually kicking the lead one along, and we'll hopefully get it out of the way. So this is what it looks like on the surface, with a weak remaining low out near about 38 and a half and 70. A new low that's up in the Gulf of Maine, and of course, most of the weather now has extended further north from there into New Brunswick and into Newfoundland. We have rather tight pressure gradient here with the low to the east and the high to the west, a lot of isobars in between. So, as we said, we'll have a bit of a busy wind. So, let's look ahead to what we can expect. Cold temperatures, of course, today will be in the 30s. We'll probably be in the 30s again tomorrow, depending on how much sun we get. First thing we want to take a look at is Friday. We have an approaching cold front on Friday, and the being that the air ahead of it is borderline, and also that we are going to have a wind that's going around to the southwest. But this time of year, a southwest wind, particularly if it's not around a big high offshore, which in this case it isn't, the southwest wind has a tough time warming things up. So if this moisture comes in a hurry Friday morning, I think there could be a burst of snow or sleet or both that could leave anywhere from a coating to maybe an inch or two in the colder inland spots. You can see what the Weather Service is doing with just sort of a widespread area of a coating to an inch or two, and I think there is a possibility that this could happen. Ultimately, we'll probably warm up to just plain old rain showers after that, and then we're going to start to turn our attention to the next storm system of importance. And there's still no guarantee on how this is going to play out, but we'll give you a sense of this and roll you along on what the models are showing. So here's the NAM model from overnight, and here comes we've got our storm to the east and the windy conditions that'll continue probably into tonight and early Thursday before things start to ease. See, there's not much of a high in between. Here comes the next low in the Great Lakes with the trailing cold front, and again, you see that sort of area of snow that breaks out ahead of it. It'll play on through. Some showers Friday afternoon. It all moves out to the east. There'll be some snow in upstate New York and in central and northern New England out of this. Showers everywhere else. Then it moves out and it turns colder for Friday night and Saturday. And you'll start to see here some moisture developing in the Gulf states. And that's going to move on to the northeast. Now, it's going to be a matter of whether the the southern system, which is an obvious standout on the upper air, and a feature coming down in the northern stream, if they phase or at least get close enough together, that it brings this storm up the coast for Sunday. And this is the Icon model, which actually does that. And it brings snow here for Sunday morning, and that continues into Sunday afternoon and evening. It's a fast moving storm. It's not like this one that's going to sit around for a couple of days. This is much more, it moves right along. But again, if it winds up that the streams are a bit separate, then we could very well see the low wind up passing just far enough south and east where we really don't get very much. And if you look here on the GFS for Sunday, you can actually see the two systems. Obviously, you've got this one that's offshore, but the snow that you see represented up in western Pennsylvania and western New York is that northern stream system trying to catch it. So we're at a point right now where the models are kind of jumping around as far as how this is all going to play. We had that happen last week, a few days before, where models made the storm disappear only to have it reappear again. So I think that's the phase we're at this point, and it'll be a matter of just watching to see where things go in the next couple of days as far as Sunday is concerned. And after that, the longer range pattern looks rather cold, and it does look rather active with weather systems moving along every couple of days. So I think there will be more snow threats as we move through the first couple of weeks of the month of February. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware. They have been open, by the way, through much of the time during this winter storm. They've been opening up early in the morning and staying open later in the evening. And they have everything you need to take care of the snow that's outside, whether you do it with shovels or whether you do it with a front loader like that. OmniTrueValue.com is the place to go to. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. 6317561125 is the telephone number, and the website omnitruevalue.com. Joe and Joe Weather Show tonight at 7:30. In case you missed last night's show, we had meteorologist Bill Goodman from the Weather Service here in Upton, New York, and we talked about this storm we just had and all the different forecast issues that came with it. So give it a look. It's on my YouTube channel. Otherwise, we'll see you tonight at 7:30.